Arr, arr, agrr. My God. Shit. I should have asked him about advance. He would have said no, though. Maybe I could just convince Brother Matthew to pay me early. Yeah, let's go. Let's go talk to Brother Matthew. Find a way to get paid. Usually, the best way to get paid is to take your clothes off. Where is Brother Matthew? If there's one thing Matthew McConaughey taught me is... Oh, what about... These are the ladies. Lisbeth? Gertrude? Margaret? Brother Matthew maintained this shrine along with some of the sisters who paint badges for the pilgrims. Okay, let's not go there. We gotta find Brother Matthew. He's the one that's gonna give us the monies. Go here. Inside the church. Brother Matthew, where are you? Is that Brother Matthew? No, that's Rudiger. God bless you, Num. Has your voice yet recovered from Easter Mass, Rudiger? Oh yes, it was a bit of a strain, but a worthy sacrifice. Well, if the Lord could give us his all on Easter. Exactly. Have a good day. Yes, have a good day. Okay. Crypt, tower. Oh, there's a lot of doors. Is this Brother Matthew? Yes! Give me the monies! God bless you, Andrea. Oh, Sametaho. Brother Matthew, pay me. How is the sacristy today, Matthew? The same as yesterday. Does my vocation seem silly to you, Master Maler? No, I was just being friendly. Then go in peace, friend, knowing that the Abbey's treasures are secure for another day. God be with you. Matthew, where's my money? One more thing I have favor to ask you. Yes, Andres? BITCH, where's my money? I was hoping you could give me my pay for the latest manuscript. Give me my pay. This isn't part of the agreement you made with Father Gernot. You'll be paid on the completion of each additional manuscript you illuminate month before. I only have a few pages left. I'll finish them in the next few days anyway. Then I think you can wait a few days to collect your wages. Matthew's a PRICK. This abbey runs through mutual agreements, not haphazard payments. Breaking such contract would cause undone trouble not only to Kiersau but to Tassing as well. Is that why Father Abbot has increased the tax on gardeners? What is this about, Andreas? The gardeners have asked me for their rent early so they can pay their tax to the Abbey. Yes. I would like to help the gardeners pay their tax to the Abbey. I've made a grave error. I'm in debt. No, this one. I see. Very well. Do not ask this of me again. Is he going to give us the money? Oh, he gives the monies! Here you are. I shall not this with Father Gernot and Prayazadin. Thank you, Brother Matthew. God bless you. We did it! Wrong button. All right, now that I've got my payment, I can give Clara the rent. I'll give her directly to make sure she receives it. I'll put it on the table and think to surprise them. No, give her directly. Okay, let's go. Old Bailey, let's go drink. Okay, we need to go. Scriptorium, there you go. That's where we gotta go. Look at these guys go, man. They're poggers. God bless you. So good to see you. Good morning, Brother Piero. Good to see you as well. I don't like this weather. My bones ache. It means a storm is coming. Big Jorg Gettner says that if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell storm coming. Brother Aladok has been here long enough that we can always smell him coming. Do not forget, Brother Guy, the fate of the youth who jeered the aged prophet Elisha outside of Bethel. Are you comparing yourself to a prophet, Brother Adok? I am comparing you to an impudent youth whom the Lord, in his infallible wisdom, may choose to strike down. old grumpy men are the best. Best characters. Little work. Yeah. But this is how all the workplace. You come in and everyone's complaining. Brother Guy, please show more respect to Brother Edok. You're being mean-spirited. Calm yourself. You're too sensitive to Guy's joke. Yeah, man. You're old. You old fool. I'm old, numb. Every slight against me stings with the fire of 1,000 wasps. But I will pray to God for the strength to endure this wickedness. Oh, look at this victim, man. Let's cancel Brother Adok. Everyone seems quite lively. I suppose that means Prior Fenrek is not overseeing us today. He was here, but then he heard Lorenz Rotvogel had arrived and he hurried out of like a little mouse. Ferenc is so desperate to impress the abbot and nobles like Rotvogel, it's pathetic. You feign kindness to Fodor Abbot and or Prior only to speak about them like this behind their backs. It's a shameful. Oh no, Baron Rotvogel, his manuscript. I just realized that he will want to see his manuscript. How silly of me. Of course, that's why he is visiting. I need to stop drawing little wieners and I need to focus on finishing manuscripts. I need to stop drawing. No, he was probably drawing like how do you call it? Femcats? Like what do you guys like girl kitty girl stuff? This guy like he draws that kind of stuff. You look at him. That's obviously what he's doing. Perhaps if you were younger and faster, you wouldn't need to worry so much about patron's visit. Look at them, like this guy, man. What's the problem? The Baron is just one client. He has to wait like anyone else. A Guy, someday you will stand where Piero is, and a young monk will stand where you are now. Yeah, Guy, man. Just wait like, yeah, the Baron can just wait. No, Baron Rotvogel is not like anyone else. He has a powerful friends, including the Prince Bishop of Freezing. If his manuscript is not done on time, he will make trouble. Prince Bishop of Freezing, he's actually the parsnip. Religious and secular ruler of scattered territories in the Holy Roman Empire, including the lands containing Tassing and Kiersau Abbey. Okay. Okay. You guys see that? You guys see the cats here? This is not consent. This is a drawing that is the opposite of consent. The little gray cat wants the licky kitty, and the big red cat says no and is pushing. It says no licky kitty. And the parsnip says, let's go. I want to see that happening. Hey, Neko, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. I've got a hole in my schedule. What is this game? It's called Pentiment, and it's got a unique art style that I don't think I've seen before in the game. And you're basically learning about townsfolk, and then it's like going to be sort of like a murder mystery, and you're going to have to figure out clues and who did what and who attacked who, and you're going to be limited in the amount of options. We're still like in the intro of the game right now. I miss half the story, but I like it. Exactly. You're going to catch up very soon, and it's very historically accurate. There's a lot of learning happening at the same time. Kiersau is already out of favor. Father Abbot does not want to have to deal with more attention. Well, if Prior Fenrek isn't here, I'm going to work on my masterpiece until he arrives. It's a little stickman. Oh, that's right. I need to reference the Indermoor manuscript, a prominent family of the Swiss Confederacy and Austria. Can we draw? Can they let me draw? I want to draw. Oh. What do you want, no? A book. The Indermoor manuscript, the books of hours. A type of illuminated manuscript that contains an abbreviated form of the prayers for the divine office in addition to other religious texts. Most are relatively plain, but wealthy patrons often commission lavish examples with elaborate illustrations. Your hair looks messy today. Did you get enough sleep? Hey, Zdena, do you want me to mess up your hair? Calm down. Did I just get the book? What do you mean? No, because I was dreaming about you. Yeah. That's not how you react to that sentence, Zdena. Can I just get the book? That's all the way to upstairs. Can't you get it without us? Good, so go get it. I'm sorry, but I really can't. I need to reference it in my work. My God. Hey, I'm wasting my points because I'm dog shoving the points, showing the way it is. Hey, but Steg, good to see you, man. How you doing? Happy Tuesday? Tuesday? Yeah, really. My feet hurt and the stairs are so steep. I'm just going to ask Illuminata. Illuminata, look at her go. Respectful woman. Not tempting other people. Maybe we could have a little, look at the way she, yeah, that's a pretty girl right there. We need to seduce Illuminata. Sister Illuminata! Num needs help finding a book, and I don't know where it is. Yeah, send me Illuminata. Look at it. Oh, those eyes. Num! Sister Illuminata. Sister Illuminata. Like to borrow you. And maybe a little book at the same time. Looking at you through the eyes of the crack reminds me of my masculinity, Illuminata. Ah, you're wonderful. Okay, here I come. Here, please return it. Yeah, there you go. See? Oh, you say nice words. You say nice words and you get it, right? Sometimes all you need is a little romance. It worked. It worked. How are you? Hey, I'm doing good. How about you, Steg? Andreas, may I see how your masterpiece is coming? Of course, your opinion is always welcome, but keep it to yourself. Look at this. Oh, yes. The composition is lovely. There is a joyful spirit in your arrangement of the figures. The contrast of colors is also quite nice, rich and beautiful on their own, but not overpowering the scene. It doesn't feel right. I don't know why. It's an excellent interpretation of someone else's work. What do you mean? It's all my work. That's what clients want. Brother, you know I don't like doing more work than I have to. That's what clients... What do you mean? My son, you're copying the illustration from the In der Mau manuscript almost exactly. Oh, so what's wrong with that? Haven't I improved on it? Aesthetically, yes, it's wonderful, but I feel like you have not given much thought to what it represents. It's November. In November, we show peasants leading two pigs into the forest to forage on acorns before the slaughter. Andreas, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest. Many great lords and abbots across the empire have forbidden it, even Father Gernot. What difference does it make? This is the way November is painted. But it is not the way November is. Oh, art is illusion, storytelling, but in their most sublime form. These images illuminate a path to truth. It's most important to me that my clients are happy. They won't pay me for the truth. Yes, but with God's grace, this book of ours will outlive us all. What will it say to those who see it in the future generation, centuries beyond our comprehension? 500 years in the future is this. This is a window in the past. This book was actually made in the 1518. We are 500 years later, and we're observing what happened back in the day. Everything in this story is true, except the things that aren't. This is a true story, except for the parts that aren't. Some will gaze deep into your lines and paint to seek. Oh, we missed that part, though. But you need not listen to my opinions. They are just the thoughts of an old monk. There is no place for the monastic scriptoria anymore. In truth, this room is a place out of time. Does that make you sad? Does that make you sad, old man? Why is that? Why has Kiersau kept this up for so long? Some people, some places have a difficult time letting go of the past. I am not among them. The creation of books of art is no longer the province of monasteries, so be it. More people will be able to write, more will be able to read, and in so doing be brought to truth. Don't you think there's a danger in anyone being able to write, if anyone being able to stream anything? Don't you think there's danger in hot tub streams and in ASMR streams? I think there will always be a place for ASMR streams and hot tub streams. Now let's go with the danger. There is danger, of course, but printer are already here. We cannot roll. There is danger, of course, but Amaranth is too big now to stop, and we cannot roll back the wheel of time. It is left to you and the generations who follows to be good and responsible stewards for those yet to come. The rest is in God's hands. Look at this. The day has advanced. Ah, where has time gone? It is already Thursday. Too much talk? It must ask forgiveness for not honoring the rule. The Rule of Saint Benedict of Nursa is a book of instructions for monks living together under the guidance of an abbot. Written in the 6th century, the rule provides a principle for living a monastic life. Until later, Andreas. Until later. I wish I was a monk sometime. I think the monk life would be pretty nice. Andrea, man. Andrea, you spilled the paint? Oh, look at him. Being all suspicious. Oh, it begins. What's going on in there? Illuminata, what's up with that? Now, what was that noise? It was my heart pounding. Because I missed you. I haven't seen you in hours. I'm sorry, Sister Illuminata. I knocked a bowl of paint on the floor. But then Prior Fenric came in, wrote in one of his books, slammed it closed, and left. He was in such a hurry, I don't think he even noticed me. He was slamming books shut. Prior Fenric should know better than that. No one should slam books in this abbey. Some of these manuscripts are quite delicate. They're delicate like you, my little flower. Come here, I can smell your perfume, and I would like to become a bee and pollinate everything that needs to be pollinated. He seemed to be in a great hurry. Which is why books should not be taken out of the library unless it is necessary for divine reading or work on the scriptorium. Divine reading. Lessio divana. It is the thoughtful reading of a meditation of scripture. The practice leads to prayer and contemplation. It is a daily part of life in Benedictine communities. What is this game about? Where is this game set? Can we custom? Are you still mad at me for borrowing the Chronica Clara? Oh, that reminds me. There are a few more books I've been wanting to borrow. But they are not books. They're actually people. Can I borrow you, Illuminata? The Clear Chronicles, a history of the universe from creation to 82, written by Irish monk Marianus Scrotum. No. Anger is not an appropriate response for a man. But the fact remains that you tricked me into giving you that book for no valid reasons. Not valid reason. It is not valid to want to see the work of one of the great Irish scribes. One who wrote masterworks that even now grace libraries as Cologne, Fulda, and Mainz. No, it's not. Not unless it pertains to your work of the abbot permits it. Now, if you would excuse me, I need to get undressed. Behind the room, I will open both doors and you can look through the cracks. Wait. What's all this fuss about, Lorenz Rodvogel? Why is Prior Fenric so nervous? Lorenz? I didn't know you were familiar enough with that man to use his Christian names. Anyway, I haven't dealt with him personally, but the prior and father abbot has. I only know that he's purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years. And he paid enough to help the abbey when we needed it, so I have duty towards this man. Like what? What did he buy? He bought the movie Fast and Furious. I can't remember, you know. I have my own responsibilities to attend to. How about this? If you help me recover some missing books, I'll tell you what I know about the Baron. Oh, she's making us work for her, man. Of course, I'll help in any way I can. Well, I was hoping to work on my masterpiece, but I suppose I can help. I understand, but there's rarely a time when I am in the scriptorium and the brothers are not present. Thank you. It's for the good of the Abbey. Where should I begin? Out there, where you and your cohort have carelessly strewn books around the scriptorium. Okay, so we gotta find books in the Did she lock him in? Did she make the, did she neighbor lock him? I will tell you what books I'm looking for. Find them and return them to me. The first books are 2 volumes of Aenid, a poetic epic telling the legend of Aeneas, a heroic Trojan who struggles to reconcile his personal desires with his destiny to found Rome. It was written in the 1st century by the Roman poet Virgil. Okay, let's find reddish covers, 14 inches, 3-inch ticks, 14 inches by 3-inch thick. Please find this. I miss it so much. Innsbruck inches or Nuremberg inches. Oh, I know the ones. They're among Piero's favorites. He kept them by my desk. They are not his to keep. Look at this. There's a fair amount of wear on these. I hope you don't mind. Those volumes were old, even when Piero started to make the copies. How long ago was this? 3 years. The Aeneas is not one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Piero. Look at this. Look at how she's dressed. She's so seductive. Aeneas chose his duty to the gods over his lovers, Dido. Do you think Aeneas' sense of duty appeals to Piero? We all have our vocations. Brother Piero takes it more seriously than most of the others in this abbey. You clearly take your chosen vocation seriously. No, I didn't have choice in my vocation. A few women do. Jesus chose me to be his slave. Well, surely it's not that dire. You're right, of course. It is really that. It is really that bad. Is being a woman that limiting? 500 years ago. He's exaggerating. It's fine. How would you know? I do not know anything. He knows her life better than I do. You're right, of course. You tell her, even if you don't agree, tell her that she's right. And then, I appreciate that you understand how limited our roles and choices truly are. Come, Illuminata. Come in my picture. Yes. In the fire. Yes. Illuminata. Yes. Even in stories, we are maidens to be rescued and wed, cruel seducers of men or wizened crones. Like Dido, we ordinary women are merely tools in the tales of men. We can never be the protagonists of our own story. That's not true. Wonder Woman? Supergirl? Yeah, that's it. 2. You have 2 stories. Wakanda? Black Panther 2? Now that's a woman? Come on, Illuminata. There's a lot of stories with women protagonists. Xena? Stranger Things? Grey's Anatomy? Gilmore Girls? Gossip Girls? Any movie with Lindsay Lohan? Any movie with, what's her name? Bruce Willis? Yeah, there's a lot of movies with, yeah, come on. I'm gonna start saying instead of, it's not TOS if it's Latin. How can I see message I get blocked? Who got blocked though? I took away for, and then they're burning it. Yeah, yeah. Where's the whipped cream? It's in Delaware. No woman, no cry is exempt from that. From the empress to a madam. It is our lot. I suppose I understand now why you are not fond of the Aeneid. It's a fine poetry for men. But I'm a woman. I'd much rather read 50 Shades. Now the books, if you please. Here, take your 50 Shades back. Thank you. Next, Wretched Garin. This is printed copy, green cover, diamond pattern. I do not have the size of the ledger, but hopefully description is enough. I know the one you're talking about. Broeder Edok was reading it. Broeder Edok. Right here. The Delaware Temptation. The beauty of this book truly belies its ridiculous content. I'm surprised the Abbey owns a copy. We don't. It belongs to Amidia Roscoe of Lugano. It's a Venetian edition that's quite valuable. He loaned it to us 5 years ago. It was subsequently lost, and the abbot has received 3 letters about it. I've certainly seen the brother enjoying it. That book is not appropriate reading for Benedictine monks. A baby is sold to pirates, raised a servant, then lives a life of adventures, wooing princesses and fighting in tournaments. You forget the best part. In the end, Gideon learns he has royal blood, the son of a duke. He reigns as a king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love? Benedictine should be dreaming of reconciliation with your lord, not lusty adventures. Let your dreams be dreams. That's basically what she's saying. She's saying, let your dreams be dreams. What's the harm? I suppose you're right. It's better suited for nabs like me. It's not my place to reprimand anyone for reading stories, least of all you, Num. Still, we must be on guard. Books can put ideas in the mind. Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation leads to Delaware. Delaware leads to babies. And women. Sometimes, yes. But books like this, it's the same type of fantasy, isn't it? To die better than we are born. And what's the problem with that? Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being a king? There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female, for you are one in Christ the Jesus. We may be one in Christ, but we are not equal in this world. It isn't this world you should be concerned with, Andreas. It is the next one. But the book, we must return it. Or would you like the abbot to receive a 4th letter? I hate to see the brothers disappointed, but I understand. It's not my goal to deprive the brothers of their joy, but to return Amadea Roscoe's property. The book, please. Make a poutine, please. Make a poutine stream. There is only one book left. Then you will be freed from my bondage. Oh, a dark red cover, 8 inches, 5 inches across, 2 inches thick. Oh, what is it? Is it a book? Oh, I remember that. I believe Brother Guy was reading it. The poutine. Let's go. Poutine stream. Now that I think about it, Guy has always been guarded about this book, like he was hiding it. It's in French. Âme touchée par Dieu et dépouillée du péché au premier état de la grâce. F montée par la grâce divine au 7e état de la grâce, état où elle possède de la perfection en plénitude au pays de vie de la divine souffrance. Amour dit ici. It's French. What is this anyway? Ah, it's French. The soul that God touched, empty of sin, is the first state of grace. What is this? It is about climbing a ladder. Why are you asking so many questions? Just give it to me. Why are you asking so many questions? Just give it to me. Why are you asking so many questions? Just give it to me. Why are you asking so many questions? Just give it to me. Oh. The monkey love. Hey, Illuminata. That's not how a nun should be talking. Why won't you tell me what this book is? I haven't asked so many questions. I've asked one question twice and you haven't answered. I have good reason not to answer you. Yes? Wait. If you wait, she'll talk. 3 French bishops condemned the book. All copies were to be burned. Its author shared the same fate. What? Why? I don't know. It isn't my place to question the judgment of one bishop, much less 3. And before you ask, I haven't read it, but I know it contains a dialogue between love and reason. So the book is dangerous because it makes you think. When did the bishop condemn it? Yes, let's float together, Illuminata. Float in my arms.